actually need to do a ritual. They don't need a photo of me or anything, or like, oh, I don't like this person. They have like a bad thought about me, and then that just sends shit or whatever.
Some people can do just white lighters and stuff. There's people into shit like we're into that accidentally like threw their thought shit on people.
Okay.
Some people are capable of doing that. That's not exclusive to like left or right hand or anything. It's just some people are capable of that. I think I've accidentally caused bad things to happen to people with bad thoughts before, which really pisses me off that I can accidentally do shit like that, but sometimes when I'm consciously focused on a goal and stuff, it feels like an uphill battle.
It means that like we're at the level of power we can't just think whatever the fuck we want. We're not free in our thoughts. Our thoughts can kill or make or cause illness or whatever like that. So that sucks. Like you know, like when you're at that certain power level, you know, like you really, 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 really have to restrain yourself and watch yourself.
One sec, I gotta type a message to someone. Alright, almost there. Almost calmed the woman down. Jeez.
Well, we agreed to 1 o'clock today, my time. She's in Italy, so she's 6 hours ahead. 6 hours ahead. So it'll be 7 o'clock.
The what?
Fosco.
Where?
Fosco's in Italy right now. That's 6 hours ahead.
Oh, okay.
So it's really 7 o'clock her time. I talked to her like around 4 this morning. 4:30 this morning. She said she would be happy to do it around then.
Ryan, do you have some questions that you wanted to ask her?
What, me specifically? Any specific questions?
Or you just want to join in on the questions?
I want to ask her how often it is, or if she ever, like, starts a piece not knowing what she's doing, and, like, it comes together and reveals what it's supposed to be during the process. I also want to ask if anytime she paints anything using physical paint, if sometimes she'll find, like, manifestation stuff coming out of the image that weren't deliberately put there by her.
Okay, perfect. None of those questions overlap or repeat what me and Cody are asking. I'll go over real quick what we're asking. So I'm going to ask her her top 3 favorite occultists, alive or dead. I'm going to ask her to list the spirits that she likes to work with. I'm going to ask if she works with both hands. Has she ever opened any or traversed the clopothic spheres or trans-clopothic tunnels of Set? Has she ever incorporated automatic writing or guided hand in her artwork? During musical rehearsal or writing, has she had any spontaneous possession or night-side intrusion during writing or rehearsals? Has she ever experienced trauma that served as breakthroughs in her occult practices? What are her top 4 go-to melancholy songs? Does she believe in divine retribution or vengeance through Malefica? If there's any particular working during the performance or the ceremony scared the shit out of her? Is there any infernal or underworld deity that she will not work with? So yeah, none of these questions are overlapping what you wanted to ask. As far as, so we'll just take turns. Ryan, do you have any more questions or just those 2?
I know more will come to me. I think I had 1 or 2 other ones in the back of my mind.
Okay, cool.
1 sec.
You got the PDFs right. My questions are in
blue. Calm a
blue.
woman down real quick.
Oh, what's going on?
Sharon.
Anyway, if you both got the file, my questions are in blue. I'm just going to ask. after the opening of Hails, telling how much we appreciate her art, I'm going to ask, who is Satan to you? Are you still or were involved in the Res Satani? How did you get into these black arts? Tell me about the piece known as Infernal Pair. Tell me about the piece known as Demon Rising. Tell me about the painting The Devil from House of the Setting Sun. Tell me about the making of the album Woman Scarred, and what does it mean to love the devil? Making of Benedicto Tenebrarum and the Corona Barathri Michael Ford collaboration.
Yeah, I'd like to know if she was like with Michael Ford, like in the room, or did they create?
I'm not finished. This kind of ties into your question, Joseph. If there are any rites that scared her, are there any paintings that scared her? Did she pick up a paintbrush and did she scare herself with one of her paintings? Tell me about the piece known as Cult, which is one of my favorites.
What piece? I'm kind of curious, Ryan. Scared you?
The first drawing I did of what I can only describe as basically a reptilian form of pain.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when I blood on it.
I know, man. Once you incorporate blood, it changes the fucking game. It changes everything.
Oh yeah. It definitely does.
Like the Primal Craft grimoires meant nothing to me until I bled on them.
Oh, she's here. Perfect.
Shit started happening.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna end the call right here. She is in the group. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call you all right back, right now.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello, I'm here. Everybody are ready?
Yes.
We are ready.
How are you doing today?
Well, first I was normal, then I was sad, then I was happy because I talked with one man and he proposed me to marry him. It was very funny.
Really? You got a marriage proposal?
Yes, it is very simple in our circle because in this place it like this. Marry me and go live with me. Because we like to make marriage, not just live like 10 years and then go away. So I found this idea interesting because this winter I have no job, so I thought maybe when spring comes I will eat his brain and he will say, okay, go away. So when they call me to sing this summer, I will go to my job again and all will be alright. I hope.
Does that happen to you often? Like, people propose to you? Or...
It happens to me often. Not as often as people asking me to help them join the Illuminati, but still a lot.
Not often, but from some time, this time I wanted to say that, guys, I wanted to try how to be a Muslim, and that's why we have a lot of proposals.
Okay, understood. Yeah, like now that you put that into context, marriage in Islam, it's like it's part of the religion. It's a major part of the religion. It's one of the pillars, actually.
I know such information that even when they go to not horse, but horse, skunks, they make a contract marriage for 1 or 2 hours, and then they make divorce and go home without
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
That
She's
wouldn't be
completely
considered
correct.
haram? Like
She's
what?
completely correct.
Yeah, I've
You
never
have to
heard
keep
of
in
that.
mind, Islam is in Islamic nations. You also have this tradition where, even though homosexuality is considered bad, for some reason it's part of the culture in many countries for them to diddle little boys that are dressed in female clothing and stuff. That happens a lot in the Middle East. So I'm also, what she just said there doesn't even faze me or surprise me at all.
Wow.
Because they are very flexible people.
Oh yes, they're good at. They are very good at finding loopholes in their religion to do things that they otherwise should not do. They are better than Christians at finding loopholes in their religion.
You are right. Yes. So
Fosco, in Italy, is there do you prefer me to call you Fosco or Lamia, or what name would you prefer?
I'm not Lamia. It was an imagination of partner of Corona Baratri that said to everybody that I am Lamia. My band called Lamia Culto. I am Fosco Culto. My name is Karina.
Karina. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know what you preferred. Friends or people to call you. So in Italy, is there a big Islamic presence as far as like normal people? Is the dominant religion in Italy Islam?
I didn't understood. Can I tell it again? The question.
So in Italy, is the dominant religion like normal people, like the majority of people? Would you say they adhere to the Islamic religion or Catholicism, Christianity? What's the dominant religion in Italy, would you say?
Guys, help me to understand the sense of this question. Maybe someone understood, because can you make something more simple?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the biggest religion in Italy? Is it Catholicism, Islam, Protestantism?
I don't know. Some people saying that Islam is getting more and more bigger, more people into. But depends who you listen to, what do you watch, because we have a lot of propaganda. People are created in this way. It's human nature. When you are stronger, you tell everybody to live in your rules. If you understood what I mean, yes.
I do.
Okay.
Awesome.
So before, before we begin and like dive into stuff, Fosco, I just wanted to just show my appreciation. Your art is absolutely amazing. You are super talented. There are only 2 other artists who can even do who can do what you are doing. I think the other artist that comes close to you is Armade Moro, and then there's the talented Erica Frevel. But you are my favorite painter right now.
Thank you very much. It is a surprise for me, because I know both of that painters, and Erica Frevel is my friend. She helped me to make my personal site, and the time after time we talking how to go on with this site, and she invites me to America, but I'm waiting the right time. No, it is not very simple to go.
I prefer the energy from your artwork to Erica's, though.
I think
Yes, definitely.
It doesn't feel, your artwork doesn't feel like it's trying to make me kill myself.
It's not like
No, we're not disrespecting your friend.
No,
in
no.
any way. Let's go.
No, Erica would probably take that as a compliment anyway, so that's not intended as an insult at all. She's immensely talented.
and very creative. She every time at work. I'm not like this. She works, create. Now today, yes, I painted, and I thought that I will not paint demons or dark stuff anymore, but I can't because I understand that it is my emotions. They must go out. I can't go and kill somebody. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to sit with a stupid woman all my life. It is very scary.
Right. Yeah, you have to have a channel, a healthy channel for your expression. Totally understood.
Because our universe, it's not white and black. If you became with a god, so-called God, I will not paint angels. I don't like it. It's not interesting. Yes, I saw some people that create angels because I watch in Pinterest first and then go sleep. I was trying to see how they paint angels. It's very interesting. They use white colors, a lot of light, but my style is warm like this. Somebody offended me, and I must to paint the woman with the teeth, the blood, with the shining eyes. That's my style. I like it. I like it. I can't stop.
Well, technically, angels are the demonic divine as well. So if you look at angels in that way, you might be able to paint them in a way that truly depicts them in the way that they are. People don't want to meet angels. Angels are destroyers. They are deliverers of messages, but they have all types of duties. But truly, angels are scary. So
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Guys, did you read the book Zohar?
The Zohar?
Yes.
I have not read it in its entirety.
Yeah, not all the way
Small
full, but
excerpts.
yes.
A little. Just a
Familiar with
little.
it. Yep.
Yes, so you can imagine what is the power, what is the power of creation. It is scary, it's really scary. I didn't understand nothing, because they talking about light, that burn light, another light, that open another light. It is very difficult.
Oh, yes.
I wanted to say that common
That's
people...
just the nature of Kabbalah.
Yes, it is very serious things. Also, I remember one guy told in forum about John D. Angels of John D. They are not like figures with wings, like woman with wings, white, such.
Those
such
are
stuff. No.
those are pagan. Those are like classical depictions of angels. The John D. angels are closer to the biblical accurate angels, which are pretty fucking terrifying. You know, circles,
especially like in Ezekiel.
circles with eyes, rings of eyes, and everything.
Yes, right.
Just crazy stuff going on, you know.
And that's why if we remember about something about Kabbalah, the first that's going in my mind is such complicated, because God has a part, evil part, and the dark part, where is the anger of God, and so on. Yes, for magicians it is normal. They must know this fact. Well, if we will talk about demons, I remember.
Okay. You remember? Sorry to interrupt.
I remember that I wanted to got some keys from Dark Kabbalah, Goetia. It was the time. I found a Russian magician, the leader of the order of the Dark Kabbalists, and he sent me something that I was able to do. I was able to call several times demon that I must choose. Okay, so I chose Eligos, and I found an assistant. We found a place. It was under the ground. It was the place it was military bunker. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yes. First, we made all that. I read in the book this information, what words to say, what circles to paint in a dark way. I mean, because I was a fan of all anti-Christianity, anti-light, only dark. I didn't use the Kabbalistic names of gods. I was very into black candles and names of like Lucifer, Beelzebub, Satan, something like this. It was Luciferian form.
So you were opening the Klifot, the Klipothic spheres. That's what it sounds like you were doing. The anti-Kabbalah, right?
Yes, and we called it several times. And you know what? Nothing was happened. Nothing at all. Nothing. So my assistant didn't appear on the next invocation or evocation. I don't know how to be right in English. And I was very angry. I found another assistant. We killed this animal, hen, but rooster. Yes, it's called rooster. Yes, we ended the operation. We went to cafe and we forgot about it. And those first assistant, after 1 year, he drowned in the lake.
Wow.
Yes, with one woman together. I saw him.
They died together?
That's what happens.
Yes,
You
yes,
jump
yes,
in the
yes.
river. Jump in the river of thoughtless light. Sometimes you drown.
No, they was using some stuff like they wanted to pass the lake very high, and something was broken, and they fell down together, and they was twisted with this stuff, and they couldn't get out. So I saw him in a coffin. He was black.
Wow.
That's why I think that it is very serious. Then his wife went to me and said, "Oh, you know, some people can't stand the dark powers, and with you all is okay, and he is dead. How could happen?" I didn't say that this guy must be serious in this operation. But he told me what? He told me, "I have no time. I will off my phone. I don't respond to you because I have problems with my girl. I want to be with her," and something like this. I said, but our operation. Oh no. That's why he ended like this. And the second assistant wanted to make a wish to Abigor. "I don't want to serve in the military." because we have an obligation to serve 2 years or 1.5 years, and he wanted to stay at home. And no, he went to serve military. That's why I can say that demons are very, they will not help you, because they are much more stronger, and that they like to ruin every kind of pacts.
I'm gonna say one of two factors took place with the person that died with his girlfriend. One, he abandoned your operation.
Yes.
Two, he might have been not of the Fireborn bloodline. You cannot discount your blood, your ancestors. You were born for this, obviously. You were born for this. It speaks to your art. It speaks to your expression. It's in your blood. That gentleman obviously wasn't, and he abandoned the operation. That's why he met with that grisly demise, in my opinion.
That reminds me of one of the people who bought one of the originals from, in the first run of these Glyphotic triangles that I designed that I used to sell with a former friend of mine. One of the people that bought the original run was found murdered in her RV, shot in the head with her blood splattered all over the triangle.
Yes.
Yeah, so these forces, if someo't not meant for this shit, the forces will reject them and sometimes make them meet a very unfortunate fate.
A lot of, when you step to this road, to this way, everybody will tell you, watch out, because something will surely happen with you, because I remember this guy or that girl, they know a lot of stories that everybody or died or killed themselves, or now without leg, without, well, they have no money, they have no, nothing. Maybe because it is, the demons, they act like this. They can show that nothing will happen after operation. Nothing happens. You forget about this, but it influence. It has its year, second year, 3 years, 4 years. You almost forget, and you don't know why it's happening with me. I forgot about it because, well, I was in this situation because when I don't know if I played with these forces. No, I wanted to be maximally serious. But I think I must say that I met in my life the devil itself, flesh and blood, was a very hard man, and I couldn't escape from him. He was a Protestant. He told me, go and I must believe in Jesus. I will show you what is hell. I will show you the devil, because you don't understand. So maybe, because till right now he trying to send to people something about me. He's still alive, but you know how many times I cursed him? He is alive again and again.
So you believe that this man was an embodiment of Satan?
I can say this. It's not like I believe or not. He was the most scary thing in my life, because he was really very strange. There are some people, they are like very chaotic, and they are very dangerous.
Very much so.
Yeah.
You can speak with him normally, for example, in Facebook or not, but after some times he will bite you, he will kill you, he will disgrace you, all worse things, all that thing that you can imagine and can't imagine. Because I even couldn't imagine that, you know, he said me, I want to be a Satanist. Make me a Satanist. I want to make rituals with you. I want to ask Satan something. I said, okay, I need a companion. It's very cool. We will be together and so on. Yes, we went to make rituals. He made all that I said to him, but from time to time he said, oh, I was lying to you. It was very scary. It was very unpleasant feeling. So, as I am a woman, he burned my paintings. He broke my things.
Oh man.
Fuck this guy.
And he
Oh,
can't
my
die.
God.
He always alive. I don't know. He beat people beat him, but he always alive. It is very interesting. But okay, I will stop with this.
That sounds like a marked man.
Yes, he always thinking about why I'm alive. Who am I? I always was searching the God. Why God makes me make such life? Some things we can't explain. Maybe because we are lazy. We can't understand very deeply the facts, why it has happened. Because, for example, sometimes I feel like I want to go to stay home to understand what's going on, because I don't understand nothing. But then I remember that I must pay a lot of money, and he will tell me something funny. I will give him my money, and he will say, oh, you just depressed, go and make something, you must work, you must do this. I had such experience for free. I don't like it.
You shouldn't have anything to do with that guy. The little bit that you've talked about him, I don't like him. Fuck that guy.
Me neither.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Me neither. He sounds like the type of guy I'd like to kick in the head.
You know that my project, Corona Baratri, the golden age of this project was right in that time when he disturbed me very active. I lived with him and I wanted to go and make my registration, and he all the time made scandals. What do you do? Where do you go? One day I was at the studio, and he came to me with the girl and said, I have an idea. We will go make sex with three. Understood? I said, okay, please wait a little, because I must register this song and this track. Can you imagine what people listen now?
If you don't,
We had no consideration for your art. I'm gonna go as far as to say he might have been the inspiration for your woman's art project.
I felt a lot of pain, and that's why I'm shouting there. I didn't thought a lot of this, how I will sing this or how I will do this. It was like, please, I want peace. I will register it and go. I don't want to. I am busy. But this guy that was in our project, he all the time wrote me like, oh, you must register this. We have idea to make this, and the next album will be that. I tried to explain that I am in trouble. I can't make registration. Oh, you must just keep going. All will be all right. But when he started to say me, you know, I have an idea. Next album will be like this. We will make inverted Surah the Quran. How do you think? I thought that he is very silly boy. But I didn't say it because, you know.
You should say it. If that's how you feel, you should say it. Like, this is your creativity. This is your music. Like, this guy sounds like he's intruding on your life and trying to influence you, and you don't want the influence. I'm going to implore you to not have any contact with this guy. I don't know your situation with him, but it sounds like he's hampering your creative, and it sounds like you're afraid of him a little bit. I think you shouldn't have contact with him. Sounds like an asshole.
The best,
Because
most effective
now,
curse is no contact ever again. When you're
Yeah.
dealing with
Yep.
pathological people and individuals that are just taking and
Like,
taking from them,
For instance,
you
I
put
doubt
up a
she knows
wall.
who this is, but for example, that's why I do not respond to any attempts at contact from Chris Page, for example.
yes, because you know they are not very powerful. They make mistakes also. Such kind of
Oh,
people.
yes.
It sounds like he's nothing without you. It sounds like he needs you, in my opinion.
Sure, it's a kind of demon love because demons acting like this, they can be happy. They have all the time troubles. But I am in Italy because
I don't know if I want to give him that much credit.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah.
maybe an imp. But,
Don't give them the power. If you don't mind backtracking, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. How did you get into these arts and sciences originally? How did you get into the anti-Christianity thing? Were you ever still involved with the Res Satani current?
Please repeat. What do you mean about Christianity or something?
How did you get into these dark arts? How did you get into all the dark stuff?
Because I feel lonely, like always. I feel myself that I am not like everybody. Maybe I thought maybe I will search someone powerful. Yes, I was in need in something dark because I wanted to scare people that surrounded me. I was at school. I had 14 years, and my class was very complicated. I was a stranger there because I was from another country. So I spent in this school 2 years, and I didn't find friends. I had a lot of people that disturbed me. So I had no opportunity to degrade like another people, and I was able to search something different. I wanted a defender. Yes, it was very long time ago, because when I said God will punish you, they just laughed. And when I had 14 years, I was very confused. It is very simple to go to the dark parts. You know what I mean? When you are weak,
Oh, yes.
when you are lonely, when everybody laughing at you with no reason. I don't know why, because a lot of thoughts. I spent my time in library because I thought that maybe I want to read, maybe I want to be somebody another. But I was very fond of, fonded of vampires. I don't know why. Maybe it is very interesting to discover my head. Why? It's maybe my parents, maybe my family. But well, shortly, step by step, I wanted to know how to change my destiny with words, with rituals. It's not only the interest to change the destiny. It is, in general, very interesting because you surrounded yourself with very beautiful things like crystals, herbs, parts of animals. You can go out at the night to see something interesting. You can go to the cemeteries to looking for power. I had a lot of good time. Yes, I was lonely. I had few friends sometimes, but in general, I felt like I'm an open wound all the time.
See, the psychological makeup with most Satanists are similar. We're presented with situations in our life where we feel like we're outsiders, we're the black sheep, we're not like everybody else, and we seek empowerment. And there's power in the devil. And,
and it's not a victim mentality either. It's not like
Right.
yeah, we were like
Sometimes
kind of
it
fucked.
is.
Some people like in the left-hand path, they feel like they got the short end of the stick, like they got fucked over by the universe in a way, or fucked over by God. Not necessarily in a way, but some people like me, like I already had a natural like inclination for that stuff. Like I didn't have much choice. I was born with magic. I'd be seeing like faces and stuff like that in carpet swirls.
I
And like
remember even
Christianity.
when I was a little kid afraid of hell, I'd just be terrified of hell, thinking to myself, like I couldn't control my thoughts. I just hear the sentence, I hate God, I love the devil, I hate God, I love the devil.
That's the exact same thing, Ryan. I had the exact same thing.
I was
7 years old.
And
I know.
And I couldn't turn those thoughts off, so
I
I was
know.
constantly scared of hell,
Right?
constantly begging for forgiveness. And one day I just threw the Bible on the ground and was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I had the exact same shit, Ryan. Like, I'd be trying to like pray to Jesus in my head, then the thought would be like, no, fuck Jesus. I'm like, oh shit. Then I have to say, I'm sorry. 100, I'm sorry, Jesus is in my mind to make up that one fuck you, Jesus thought that I had, and I got tired of it. I just got tired, and then I found out about this unpardonable sin, and then you know what? I started having my brain starts going, damn the Holy Ghost. Damn the Holy Ghost, fuck the Holy Ghost, and I'm like, I'm just not doing this shit anymore. And besides, too, like, the Abrahamic religions are boring. There's nothing fulfilling in them because these big three religions are just a cut and paste of the real mysteries. They're just cut and paste of earlier mystery traditions, which are cut and paste from the real mysteries.
Anytime you're in church or something, you want to hear about the devil. Like, you can't wait for him to talk about the devil.
If your own spirituality is boring and uninteresting to you, then that's a red flag that it's not for you.
But it also... Go ahead. Sorry, Fosco. Go ahead.
What I can say, I remember myself that I observed the common people as they afraid of God. They want to be like everybody. That's why it happened like this. But now I think that I just must read more. I just must develop myself. It doesn't. It's not important who are you, Satanist or, for example, Muslim, because everybody are the same. I had some naive moments that maybe if I will change my mind, I will read another kind of books, something will change. But I didn't get right now the results. I rather observe another kind of lie. I observe people that they are playing with religion, everything like always. But I still like something dark. I like mysteries. It's very strong images of somebody who is demonic. Much more interesting, yes, because, you know, people of religion, they are everybody afraid a lot to be courageous.
Afraid of a lot of things.
Forbidden. This is forbidden.
Yep.
It is a tragedy because I have friends, Muslim girls. They are different. One of them doesn't marry as me. She has a head. She likes to study. She is normal. Another she is like more feminine, she like clothes, she like shopping, and she is married, and she is saying to me, oh, that man, I afraid of them because they every time they are right. And that make me angry because I'm a free
That
spirit.
makes me angry.
Yes, I can't agree with people who make suffer another people because they are more stronger. These banal things, like I live in a not very big city, and when I want to make love with somebody, every city will know and will blame me, and it is like, wow, it's so primitive. I'm not a little girl. I can't, and they say such woman will never marry. Wow, we passed this 100 years ago, this feeling that, oh, nobody will marry me. It's the end of the world. I will not have babies. Wow. They still thinking, this man, they still thinking that world is going around themselves. It's very, very primitive.
Those are the females that are the NPC bots. Those are the females that haven't individuated yet. You are a female that has taken hold of your life. You know what you want. You go and get it. And fuck what anyone thinks about how you live your life. You indulge yourself and express yourself any way you see fit. Always.
Because don't depend. Yes, don't depend on religions, who is this or that, belief in this or in that. The human nature is to judge, to listen to another people. They will believe that you are so, but they don't want to believe what you are in real life, who you are. They prefer to believe something that, oh, I know that she has a book, and it's called Satanic Sex. Yes, I remember when we were students, I was with my friend, we had a book, then it's called Tantra.
Yeah.
And nothing more. But everybody was thinking that we have such special book, and we make something like orgies or something, but we didn't make orgies. It was so boring. Nobody lived like this. Almost nobody. You know that gay from Darknet have more interest in life than me, because they eating each other. They eating each other. They don't believe in devil. They don't make rituals, but they are terrible. I like to read criminal news, and sometimes there are such stories. Darknet, I think it's very serious things, because there
I know what that is.
Yes, you can.
I know what the Darknet is.
Not only you can buy some seeds of wheat. No, you can buy organs. You can eat human flesh. Everything.
Yeah, you could buy an assassin to go kill somebody. Yeah.
And buy drugs, guns, anything you can imagine. So, Fox.
Some websites claim that they sell nukes, but I think those are all bullshit.
Yeah, they're feds.
They're the honeypots.
Interpol, watch, because sometimes they find criminals, because they also watch what's going on there. Nothing is like, it's not very hiding place. So if I know myself, so I better stay away from this, because I'm not so super powerful woman to go in that place. I don't want any problem. I prefer to be calm.
Well, you can conceptualize your occultism and act it out in a ceremony, and you'll still get the same results as if you did something heinous. But you can, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, you can conceptualize it and act it out with passion, and you'll still get the same result. You don't have to go out and hurt someone. You can direct forces to go do that for you, and thus you are free of any criminal blame.
Yes, that's why I chose black magic. But I was tired of this because too much effects that I don't want. I had wishes, I wanted love, I wanted tenderness, but all the time, all that I found, it was cold, nobody understood me, I was feel like a victim. Wow, I don't know what's going on, why all the time the same. So I decided maybe I must change my way and I will watch. But sure, I didn't resolve this problem, but I feel that I am getting much more. Because this power, I feel it. Because I thought, what will happen? What will happen? I will become a sheep? Oh no. No. This talent of, how I can call, when you know energies, how they work, you know the power of words, and when you go with all this experience, for example, to Islam, you are watching all this with another eyes, because people that are born like Muslim, they don't need to know this. I know this. If I will repeat these words, if I will draw these letters, if I will stay without food sometime, it will get a result. And I don't need anymore to gather ingredients, to buy books of black magic, to learn by heart the recipes of black magic rituals. I don't need to scarificate myself. I don't need to get any blood anymore. I just go and I pray 5 times in a day and all is alright. Because around me there are a lot of dangerous people that every time saying me crazy ideas. Oh, you have birthday soon. Let's go meet together. We will do drugs and we will be happy every night. No. For example, I'm weak. I must stay at home. But I must be in control. I don't know what will happen with these people after some years. Because, you know, if you use heroin one time, you will remember for always. And who knows, maybe it will pass 4 years, 5 years, and you will have a desire to try again and again. Banal things, but also dangerous. I want to live normal. Because my health is good. I have no disease. I have no COVID, even. All is okay. And you know what? When I was converted, I started to sell my paintings. I don't know. If you use the satanic logic, you can say, but this painting are forbidden. You can sell it. You must burn it. No, I sell it even more than those times when I was so fanatic. I was so fanatic. I suffered. I spent nights. I crying because nobody want my paintings, or everybody just criticize me. You know, I had a lot of problems in internet because Russian chat is the cruelest chat in the world. Maybe American is more, a lot of bullying, a lot of trolling, a lot of people offended everybody just for nothing, just for no reason. I need peace. I need peace to act and to live. And we will watch in the future what will be. It's not the end.
Sounds like you're at a very good point in regards to having a good relationship with your spirit if you're able to maintain your practice through sets of 5 prayers in a day.
I like it.
It
Because
takes a lot of people have to do a lot of very heavy work and lots of prayers and offerings for a long time to get to the point that just daily prayers become sufficient practice.
Remember the philosophy of Order of Nine Angels?
Yes, I used to own a decent bit of the literature.
Yes, they all the time they was talking about organization of yourself. All the time you must be concentrated because your life is a ritual and so on. You must be ready. You are a warrior. I feel myself that I'm rather a spiritual warrior than a woman that wants children, wants family, wants to please men, something like this. But 5-time praying, it's not to go like you go in every day to a sports to make some sports. It's another things. It's another thing that make me concentrate more. My room is in order. My head is in order. Not every day, but I feel much more better because I started to see another people. For example, my mother. Then she have a lot of fears, a lot of doubts. It's very hard to live like this because people afraid of future. And now I have a right. Finally, I have a right to ask. Because in Satanism, in left-hand path, in black magic, to ask it's like, no, you must do it yourself. You must gather these ingredients and make all by yourself. Here is another idea. You can ask. You can ask in the morning or in the deep night. You can ask everything. Some people, for people, I want to say that in religion, in white religion, priests saying you can't ask something bad. But I didn't find nothing that is written that you can't ask something bad. For example, I want these people suffer because I feel pain. Yes, you can ask it. Yes, you can ask even that.
I use revenge prayers.
I found it. There are some words that there is a pray where you can say, God, please destroy these people because it's an enemy. Well, everything the same. I wanted to say that magic that I did before, it's all the same that now. Because, for example, if I don't like this person, really don't like, I remember that I cursed somebody in Halloween. Yes, I am like this. I put in the water his coat. I don't know. He lost his job and started to work in Herbalife. You know this agency.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not very good step. Well, and then I went to live again my life. I remember this knowledge, because I remember the dark knowledge and I know the knowledge of light. And I feel a lot, big horizons before me. A lot of interesting things. For example, you know that exists in Arabic calligraphy, like Chinese, Japanese calligraphy.
Mm-hmm.
When people write in some words and they feel a peace, a kind of meditation.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you watched such films when this warrior writing the same letter all night for a week to concentrate himself, to concentrate in this aim. It's a magic. Magic, it's magic always. And I see this, what I'm doing right now, like a magic act. We can't go and forget about it, because I know what it is. I feel it because I'm a painter. We are all more sensitive. And I wanted to read this sacral book of Muslims, because I saw that I don't like what they are doing. Why they doing like this? And I found out that there is nothing that they saying you must do this or that. It's very flexible. Nothing changed. Just you must be more stronger. It's a law of this world, material world. If you are weak, everybody will eat you.
Right. I will say all paths lead to God. I will say I was a Muslim before. Islam is a very sectarian current. One of the most malevolent gods in existence is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's very terrible, or she, however you want to view this god. The most heinous atrocities on this planet have been perpetrated by religious fanatics. So yeah, God wears many masks, and you can access God through Islam, through Satanism, and
or even the Pentecostal.
You can direct these energies to destroy. You can direct these energies to heal, and also I will say that I was awaiting trial for armed robbery. I got in a fight with this guy, and to make a long story short, I prayed to Allah, and all charges were dropped. So there's power there. It's real. It's accessible. What you're doing now is another path leading to God. All paths lead to God. If you want to call God the devil, so be it.
At the very least, you could say it leads to the womb that quote-unquote God comes from.
The void.
Right.
The numinous side.
Yes, because we spoke earlier about the whole connection between angels and demons and them in a way being the same thing. Well, the thing is, even if you're using a super polarized paradigm, like the 218 current, for example, I want to use the concepts of the lights of creation and anti-creation, is that both those streams, thoughtless and thoughtful light as they call them, both of them emanate from the exact same source, even if it's in opposite directions, even if it's in opposition. It comes from the same place. It's the same substance at its core. It's the same prima materia, as some people call it. So,
You can
of course, all roads lead back to that.
You can find God anywhere. You can even find it in these crazy cults, Christian cults, Pentecostal cults.
Please don't say Scientology.
Oh, fuck Scientology. Except that there are a few stupid cults that won't really get you anywhere.
Some stuff out there is bullshit.
There is a lot of bullshit out there.
That guy who took all those Krishna mantras and replaced Krishna's name with Trump, and he's going and doing puja offerings to him. That's stupid.
Yeah. But I'm of the philosophy that if you're gonna like be doing something like spiritual or like even anything like at all, whether artistic, material, spiritual, you should be fanatic about it because that's the direct route. It'll get you there faster. It's like taking a bicycle instead of like walking.
I just don't like the idea that all paths are valid.
Not
That
all
opens the
paths are
door
valid, yeah, but there are
that
many
opens the door
paths.
that opens the door for stupid things like
Yeah.
Star Wars cults.
Yeah. Yeah, not all paths are fucking valid, but there are many valid paths. How about that? And
Yes,
and basically,
that's fair.
you've gotten what you were meant to get out of the left-hand path. You got out of Satanism and the dark stuff what you were meant to get out of it, and what you're doing now is just you're just getting more gnosis, in a different way.
Yes. But question, Cody, have you started recording?
Yeah, we've been recording past hour.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, I figured.
Fosco, I wanted to
making
ask
sure.
you, who is the devil? Who is Satan to you? And this is the second question. On your album Woman Scarred, you have a song titled To Love the Devil. What does it mean to you to love the devil? Were you literally living with Satan, living with this chaotic force, being entity? What does it all mean to you? And how was if you go a little bit deeper into your experience?
I recorded this album and I recorded this track and I called this track like this because I feel already I was disappointed because it is a toxic relationship. Not with mortal, I mean with the Satan, because Satan doesn't love you, doesn't want you, nothing good. It's banal things, but I was able to feel it. Because every Saturday I went to do rituals, I scarificate myself, I asked for a power, but I was so pathetic. I feel myself so pathetic. I had a circle of friends, a boyfriend, but all the time I feel like I was doing something strange because I asked my boyfriend. He was very good man. Well, I must go to this hill every Saturday. Can I go out because I must be there at the midnight? He told me, you are crazy, but okay, go. I want to sleep, I will not go with you. Sometimes he went even with me. I don't know, he was very tolerant. I did it preciously every Saturday. I was very fanatic, but I feel pain all the time. I haven't results. I was all the time depressed. Now I listen to myself. Maybe I'm speaking like a Christian. That I was Satanist. It was so bad. No, it's true. It's true. I spent more than 10 years in this atmosphere. I was very I wanted to know all the news, all people. I wanted to read all the books, new books. I wanted to make amulets, to do rituals. I feel a lot. I created a lot of paintings. Maybe it's enough because when I live in Italy now, and I said enough of this because people here don't support me. They just, people here are not angry. They just use you and will not call you anymore. Use you and not call you anymore. I am a Satanist. I must be proud. I am a wolf. I am a beast. No, you're not. You're not. You are this. You have no job. Your mother is always angry. You sit at home. You went out and then you spent 3 weeks, 3 months crying. You know what happened? The last thing was that she called a doctor to me, my mother, because I started to shout right from the morning, because I couldn't tell her what's going on between me and the street when I going outside. Because we have here, we have Africans, we have drug dealers, and nobody loves you. Nobody wants good to you. Only hello, goodbye. Your money, go home. No love, no tenderness. Everybody have family, me not. Why? No, nobody knows. Even people from Ukraine, from Russia, women, they found husbands. I'm not. It's not like a very problem, but sometimes it disturbs me. So maybe I don't say that I was scary. It was just a logic step. Because,
There's no mercy in the big cities like in Italy. You know, that's just no way to live. You can't live without, like, you know.
No, I lived every time like this.
Darkenment, spiritual Negredo is very important for the spiritual evolution of the adept. It's very important, but is the blackest Satanist, the blackest soul who's, you know, on the path of spiritual Negredo, not even he can live without compassion or love. I mean, you can go to the one end of the right side or the left side. You're just going to need the other in order to function.
The problem with Negredo is that if you get stuck on that phase and you don't go through any stages other than that and just keep repeating Negredo, it will eventually literally destroy your soul.
Yes, I wanted to kill myself.
Completely.
I wanted to die. I didn't saw a future. I didn't saw perspectives because I felt myself useless. I was blocked. I was isolated. I went to Italy because I lived in Ukraine. When you live in Ukraine or in Russia, it's all right when you feel isolated, lonely, depressed, because the countries are problematic. But when I went to Italy, I had hopes that I will find cool friends here, I will smoke weed, I will have fun. But nobody wanted to be with me. I tried to find some companies, they talk with me, and nothing more, and they go to have fun with each other. Well, so, it's not like a big problem for me, but I started to try voodoo, because here a lot of black people, and I'm white girl. I liked Erzuli Freda. She is like a white woman that like pink colors. It was very interesting. I tried to make some magic, but yes, like always, someone was dead. At the end, I was very glad, but I was not very happy, totally happy. I just, like always, found somebody who doesn't love me because he was married, and you know, they prefer fat women. I don't want to offend nobody, but I must say a few words about me, because in my country, when I lived in Russia and Ukraine, people like models. They watching models and want to be like model. They go to run, to make sports. They torture themselves. They don't eat. My boyfriend told me, "Oh, you better watch out, because when you become fat, I will leave you." Yes, like this. It was a little funny, but it was true. When I came here, all changed. I didn't understood right. I didn't understood why this man is with this woman that is like a pig. Sure, I will talk with him, and he will go with me. Yes, he will. He went with me, but he turned back to his wife, and I didn't understand what's going on. Why? It was so strange. And then I saw that everybody telling me, "Oh, you are very slim. Wow, you are very slim. You must be more fat." No, seriously? I can't believe it. Well, what's going on? Half of life, people telling me you must be like this. And another half of life, in another half of planet, people said, wow, we don't like these models, they have bones for dogs. We like women with curly forms. It was absurd. It was so funny and tragic in the same time. And it's not about magic, nothing, just for saying that it is very excited. It excited me.
There's a shortage of talented, pretty, dark, inclined women in America. We might have some pretty ones, but they're totally insane, or not talented at all, or...
Very much so.
Yes, I heard this opinion. Someone told me here that, with this handsome woman, everything is the same. They are insane. They're problematic.
I just remembered a question that I had intended to ask you, actually. Have you ever painted something, and then once you finish the painting, you look at the painting and see something in it that you didn't put there on purpose, like any kinds of faces or manifestations in it that you didn't deliberately put inside the painting? You ever see stuff like hidden in it, like sometimes just in the paint itself, seeing it dry in such a way that there seems to be hidden faces?
Sure. When I eat some mushrooms, all painting talked with me for 3 hours. They told me stories.
Oh, wow.
It's a kind of joke, but yes, it's true.
That's awesome.
I had a question about one of your paintings here. I don't have the title for it because I don't speak English, but I'm looking at it right now. There's a flaming sword in there, and is that you sticking daggers into your own heart?
What?
It's the painting that has a woman sticking a bunch of knives into a bunch of daggers into her own heart. And there's also a demon rising from a lake of fire at the very bottom. There's some Latin on the left side. Patre Satanae tibi omnia mea partinet in nomine tue creo.
Remember, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was fond of, that times I was fond of Russian satanic order. I spoke with a leader of them. It was the poem of him. It was invocation. And I understood it very deeply because when you are you every time feel like this. When I paint this, I was in the basement and everybody had fun because it was a concert. And I didn't want to have fun with those people. I wanted to create because I thought that I will be blessed.
And that Russian order, was that the Res Satanae order?
Yes. And I finished with them when...
Hello?
I'm at 7. It was he wanted to write a book about Nephilims, like a Bible. And he told me, we have idea, if you will paint these Nephilims, I will send you descriptions. Okay, I said, okay. It was very hard decision because when I came back to my country, my boyfriend said, you are dumbass because you will you will paint this for free. I told, well, they said to me that we can't sell such stuff because it's very sacral. I think it must be in a demonic church or something like this. Now I changed my mind. we stopped this project because he started to saying to me that I don't know, I can't write this book now. I must to get more inspiration. He just stopped for some reason to send me description after 7th Nephilim, because he said, if you will look the 7th Nephilim, he has light colors, and I think they have no such bright imagination. They think that black must be black. That demons, Nephilims are very destructive. They liked 6, but 7th was too kind for their opinion. And step by step, he started to send these descriptions, and past 3 or 4 years, and I put this painting to Art Finder because maybe someone will buy it. I can't live like this, painting for free, and listen some leaders that will say to me, "Oh, devil will prize you," or something. It's silly. No,
you need to get paid for your work, absolutely. And you're brilliant. Your art is absolutely fantastic. You should fetch top dollar for your art always. And Fosco, I will tell you that I'm happy for you that you found Islam, but you'll never totally be able to turn away from the dark arts. It's in your blood. It's who you are. So don't run from it. Express yourself and fully immerse yourself in Islam, but don't shy away from your darkness, from who you are, because that is your spiritual makeup. That's what makes you holy. Like, you having the darkness and the light is what makes you holy. Do you understand?
Yes, remember the stories about witches that they was like Christian woman at the day, but some nights they went to fly with another woman when husband sleeping.
Sure. Absolutely.
You gotta have both the light and the darkness. Or to quote Robert de Grimston of the Process Church, man is God and the devil. So, and holy
in this world
means
we
complete.
have so many knowledge to discover again.
Wholeness, not holy like a hole in something, but WHOLE, like whole, like completeness. Like we are multidimensional beings. We have both the light and the darkness, but both of those things come from the void.
You know that very important to be free. Freedom is necessary for everybody. Everybody understand it in different senses, but it's the main thing, because it's the key for everything. When you are blocked, you can die, just suffocate.
Yeah.
Yes. If you adhere to religious dogmas in any form, because you can get involved with dogmas in Satanism. Oh, you can only do this. Just like your friend said, oh, we don't like 7s. What type of stupid shit is that? That's for the uninitiated. All numbers have significance, and they have symbolism.
Like 7s?
What? Yeah.
I remember. Okay, yeah, I remember what you're saying.
You know, exist such things as politics everywhere. I don't know, maybe they had some problems inside this order. I couldn't see from far because we lived in another. I lived in Ukraine. He lived in Russia. In that time, the war between Russia and Ukraine began. So.
Oh yes, I know about that conflict.
Yes, you know, there are a lot. There are some stupid people that can hold their opinion, and well, I noticed that they permess to themselves to ruin their own rules, their own attitudes, behavior. They do what they want. For example, if they need they go to the church or make a tattoo for Christian, something like this. Flexible. I don't like such. I prefer to be alone because for me, it's very dangerous to speak with such people that, oh yes, I make every day ritual of the scary, the most terrible black magic. He can lie to you, very simple, and I will believe that he is, wow, I must go to meet this guy because maybe he will learn, I will teach something, he will teach me, I will learn something. I went to St. Petersburg, I participated in a Sabbath. People was very interesting and we had a very good time, but we didn't do nothing forbidden. We didn't kill animals, we didn't use drugs and so on. And, just it was night and it was fire, it was wine, it was ritualistic, it was Sabbatic games, nothing more. It was very cool. But in Russia it's forbidden.
You were like, well, this is false advertisement. Where's the fucking killing? Where's the forbidden dark arts here? You guys are bullshitting me. That's funny.
Yes, and then when I knew that man, he is really criminal. He killed person, he steal, he do drugs, he do everything, and he's still alive. That's why I called him devil, because he was more dark than them. And in the same time, he could say that he is Christian because he adored Jesus. Jesus forgave his sin. He was a true, real psychopath.
Oh yeah, a lot of the most violent criminals are. Even a lot of serial killers. Think of Ed Gein.
Because that man was more dangerous than everybody on that Sabbath. I don't looking for problems. I don't want to find, oh, this is a true order, they kill people. It's terrible, because time after time, not now maybe, but police find sometimes such people. The same problems. They, I don't know how it will be in English. Every time drugs, every time young girls that wants to become a witch. Go to my house, I will make you a witch. Yes, it's funny for us, but in general, I stopped to practice voodoo because I don't want to participate in these dark deeds that they do to make money in this world. Because people from Africa, they selling drugs and they selling another people. And they use voodoo magic to scare dead people, and they saying girls that I will curse you if you will not go to do this job, you know what I mean? And they really practicing voodoo to eat the souls, to gather the souls of people, to make slavery. I don't want to be a slave, and I want to have the slaves. That's why I'm not very dark, evil person, as somebody want me to.
Oh, and I'm not getting that from your paintings. I see light. I see joy. I see goodness in your paintings. I wanted to ask you about one of my favorite pieces here. It's called Infernal Terror. There is a red dragon, a red set goat creature, and is this you? Is this a self-portrait of as on the serpent coiled around his neck?
No, not actually, but I remember I felt a little isolated. I felt a little bit down with my boyfriend. I had fantasies. I thought that Satanism is so free. They are cool. He and she, they can do everything. They are very smart. Lilith and Samuel or Seth, they was my ideals. They were my ideals. But because it's true, it were very strong symbols. I like strength. I like when you are strong, you can do everything. And she is amazing. She is believe in herself. She don't afraid because she is this person or this deity that's scared. Not well, I'm rebel. I don't like to be submissive. That's why my paintings are so. The woman must be strong. It's not a woman. It's something more than a woman from this earth. I have known a lot of friends, a lot of women friends, because a lot of people just don't interested. They are not interested. They have very simple aims in this life. They want to find someone rich, and all is around it. All these foxy deeds, all her makeup, all her trying is only to get money. It's not very interesting. So I found another girls that are interested in something another, because, well, about this painting, it's fire. I like this color. It's blood because it's strong, and violence is a part of our life.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And this pair have no.
In some ways, it's. I forgot what I was about to say.
I wanted to make something provocative, because we live in a world full of stereotypes, and it makes me crazy when someone telling me, "Oh, don't use this red lipstick because it's not very nice." And they just don't know nothing about vampires, about demons, and don't want to know. They want that I must be like they imagine, like everybody. And in general, they don't know what they want. Once I went to one guy to Russia, and when we met, he told me, "Oh, I thought that you are more scary. Why your hair are blonde? I would like black hair. It's so demonic." I was very disappointed because, no, it was a silly situation, really. He thought that he wants to be a slave of mine. He wanted me to be cruel with him. Wow. It's crazy. Why? It's so much cruelty in this world. He wanted to call me, and maybe he wanted that I will come and will kill everybody, every enemies, and I wanted just to find normal guy, normal in sense that yes, he was a horrorcore rapper. He was big. He could make very scary faces, but I didn't believe that he's just a little boy inside that can make bad things, because he stabbed me with the knife at the end, because he felt that I'm more weak. Because I wanted to be a woman, I wanted to. Maybe he was disappointed that I am not very evil. So it was very silly. It was very silly, and I came back, I lived my life, I changed a lot of places, I changed a lot of atmospheres, but I still remember this experience. I will remember for all my life, because I have a scar here. He stabbed me in the leg when he smoked and he was drunk, and he didn't afraid nothing. And then he told like everybody, please excuse me. Silly, it's so banal. So
I hate that obsession that people have with trying to be evil. It's unnecessary, and
They're just
it's
like
honestly
Christians.
childish. It's not the fact. It's not even a moral thing when I say that either. It's just this whole, we're going to be evil for the sake of this, like being arbitrarily evil, just trying to one-up yourself and be as bad as possible. Because when people do that, it's usually not from a source of like external, any kind of spiritual inspiration.
Or power.
It's them projecting their own personality flaws and trying to justify it. It's them thinking that shadow work is just embracing the worst parts of yourself and trying to make them worse. And I hate that shit.
I found a girl there.
I used to be that way too, by the way.
It's
I used to really want to be evil.
Yeah, the unholier than thou shit is just this.
Yes, the whole eviler than thou,
Yep.
satanic. I don't even want to say satanic Superman syndrome. I want to say Chuck Norris syndrome.
During my visit to Russia, I found one girl, and I lived with her 5 days before, because I was waiting for money to buy a ticket, because I live with that crazy guy. And every Saturday I made a ritual. So I said to her, because she also liked such stuff, but wanted to see, because she hadn't experienced such a big experience as me. And we went together to the place that she showed me. I made ritual there in a field. The field was, there was some trees, and I went to these trees, and she waited a little far, but she didn't participate. And she told me that when you start to make this, the strong wind appeared. I don't know from where. You remember that everything was calm. It was a calm evening in Russia. In Russia, big spaces, but the wind appeared, and I feel that atmosphere. It's very interesting. Magic, it's very interesting when you feel the difference. When I made rituals in Ukraine, it was another atmosphere. It was fog, for example, sometimes. Dogs, black dogs. Here, in Russia was strong wind, and I feel something. I almost felt that, I'm a powerful, everything will be okay. But our life is like this, that today you are okay, you don't know what will be tomorrow, you think you are right, and you think all is okay, and you keep saying to people, I'm okay, all is okay now, but then tomorrow comes and some problems appear again. But with such defender as I have now, I don't afraid anymore such fear as I had before. It's like hopeless, despair, all colors of depressive black metal. Yes, for no reason. Yes, I had a lot of reason to be sad, to be depressed. That depression is a serious disease, and it is not very funny. I was in a situation when mother called the doctor, and I was able to go to a hospital, and I had a little talk with the doctor. I didn't like it because what he told me? He told me, how shame on you. You are almost old woman who have 40 years, and you playing these games, you make sad your mother, you don't think about your job, you don't think about every people that's surrounding you, you are not serious. I was so angry. I said, okay, when you will be old, you will know what it is to be lonely. Because he told me, what problem do you have? Like this. Not like with calm voice. I thought that I will tell him my story, that we will talk, I will feel better. No, he was aggressive. I said, I have problems because someone broke my heart. And who it was? It was Italian? I said, no. So what do you want? Because Italians are good, other people no. What do you want from people from North Africa? I understood I must shut up and go out because no more words with such guy, because it is he made me more bad. He wrote some papers that I must to use this medicine. I went home. I tried to do what he wrote, but I drank all the bottle and went to the park. And,
that's very unprofessional and kind of disgraceful for a doctor to speak that way.
Yes, I was very surprised.
I would have been so offended.
So am I, because I remember this. I remember his surname, and the moment will come. I will see him, because the world is how the word
If a
is
doctor did
little.
that to me, I'd prescribe them a mason jar.
We talked with my mother, and she told me, that's why he talked with you, because it is for free, and because we are strangers here in his country. I said, it was your fault, because you called to this doctor. You must go to psychologist, because I don't know what's happening with you. I said, I'm okay, then I resolved this problem myself. Like I was able to, because psychologist, you talking with him, you're thinking that okay, I understand. But when you start to talk with him or with her, all is again. You don't understand nothing. Then you pay, you go again, and he explain you, that's because like this. But people have no answers. Human being is a question. They have no answers. I believe in this. Just talking with somebody is much more better.
So I had a couple more questions about your paintings here.
Okay.
The first one is how you actually go about painting. Did you do a ritual? Did you have interface with a specific demon or a specific entity, and then you paint them? Was it like a form of trance or possession, and like you were the brush and they painted through you? And then I wanted to talk about another one of my favorite pieces, probably my most favorite piece, the cult painting with the black Baphomet with the Naga arms.
Black Baphomet.
Yeah, the black goat with the bat-like wings, and he has his arms turn into these Nagas, turn into these serpent people.
I actually don't understand what painting it is. I don't know what to say. Well, I will answer to first question.
Mm-hmm.
It was my life. And I had dreams. I read books. I tried rituals. I wanted to call these entities. I wanted to make magic by my paintings, because it was a ritual. When I paint this demon, I glorificate him. And maybe he will be attentive to me and do what I want. I mean, not straight like this, do or something. It's not like it's only words. I wanted to say, when you make little magic, you can change the life, the atmosphere around you. I was using my talent to paint paintings because when I was busy, I made ritual. I painted this demon, his attributes, using right colors. I made an invocation without ritual. And maybe when I was busy, my mind was busy, I wanted to try some ritual. I already prepared myself and sure that I had impressions, and I wanted to prime this to a canvas, because I wanted another people to see this. Maybe I will be happy to do also my favorite job and to live like this. Because, yes, this simple answer that my paintings are very important for me, because I don't to go wash the dishes and other kind of work. It's very boring. So when I create, I want to say something, but I have no words. You know that words are very primitive to explain what you feel, or maybe even you don't know what you're doing, but this force know what to do. I am just
sometimes, yeah.
I'm just an instrument, but not always, because I feel my will. When I paint, I want this way. I want this way. Maybe it is not so, I don't know what will be in the end. And that's why it's more interesting.
So sometimes when you paint, you don't always know what the finished painting is going to look like. Is that
yes, because I don't make a sketch before it. I don't prepare. I have empty canvas. I start to draw, and I will make wings, because wings are my favorite. I like eyes. I like beautiful faces. People inspire me to write, to paint demons, because if woman is Lilith, deity, mermaids, men are beasts, demons, like this. It's I hide my feelings in paintings. I hide feelings to another people, because they will not understand. They don't need my feelings. They live their life and they will not understand a painter, an artist.
I think doing artwork of certain beings like this also creates a unique, very personal connection with them.
Yes.
That other people don't have.
I create my own worlds.
Anyone who creates artwork for beings like this, anyone who creates artwork for it is going to connect to them in a way that people who don't do artwork of them simply won't. Not to say the other people can't have a good relationship or a strong bond, but it's different than the type of bond an artist has.
I am very glad that I can create another worlds, because I think it's very important to run away, to escape there. And if you have no this in reality, you can create it by your hands. You can create beautiful face. You can create somebody that you will not meet in reality. Also, such things. Yes.
Anyways, though, guys, I myself am going to have to depart because I have a couple calls I have to make, but I very much have been enjoying this conversation.
Yes, we're talking very long.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and depart, but you all have best wishes to all of you.
Jumping on.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I've got the painting that you sent me.
Yep.
It's an owl. Yes, because I like owls. Owls are the spirits of Lilith, the messengers. And I was interested in art of Iran, in art of Middle East, because I think, as for us, for Russians, it's very exotic.
Yeah.
And unusual.
Oh, I didn't mean the owl. I actually meant.
Another. Okay.
Yeah, I actually meant this one. Real quick.
Okay. I'm opening. Ah, yes. Okay. Ah, this is from. It's a ferric misanthropic order. Remember?
Oh, the MLO.
Yes.
Um,
They have this anti-cosmic theory. Remember, philosophy of
Yeah.
anti-cosmos, and it's like devil of medieval and the devil of the future, just the void, just darkness
Yeah.
in the space. And this devil that is below, it's
Yeah.
the devil that we all know from the old scripts, from the old grimoires.
The Black
And,
Dragon.
This devil of the future that we never know, only as very esoteric, very hidden, and it's like as what is above as in below. Yes, remember?
Yeah. So
Yes, and this.
Sorry. Are the two Nagas, the two serpents, are they Lilith and Samael?
Yes.
And then
Because,
above them, that inverted triangle, that's the void.
Yes, the triangle inverted. It's
Yes.
a very important symbol in evil path.
It's the chalice.
And this is a black trinity. Three person, like Satan is a beginning and one root.
Yeah.
And she and he, they are just part of one, and everything is united in this demonic universe. There is no God, there is no another legends or another pantheons, only this, our vision, our eternal fire of knowledge. This is Baphomet, he is a king of this world, and also the space that we don't know. The devil is already there, and always have been there.
Awesome.
Something like this.
What can you tell me about this image here? Demon Rising of this red draconian, and he has like a skirt of a bunch of serpents are just coming out from below him, or just coming out from his waist.
Okay, here I paint that anti-cosmos with the devil. It's cosmos. This blue color. It's like a chemical reaction. He is like something nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
Yes.
What I really love about it is like the contrast of like the red and the blue. There's a lot of extreme colors contrast, and it's very fluid, almost like psychedelic in a way. You know, like if you took an acid trip into hell or something. That's what I love about your paintings, is all the colors, and there's just a lot of different stuff going on.
No, I didn't. Maybe I smoke, but my philosophy in art is that I must use colors to show the evil, to show dark side. We must use colors because black is very banal. Sure, that it's so black. Oh, you use black colors, black or red. It's very simple. You must try to use colors. If you go and try to make devil colorful. Why not? Devil is always devil, or what you want to call this creature, entity. It's much more interesting.
Ultimately, like, I don't call myself anything. Like, I have a certain framework, a certain path, like the way I approach things. Like, I was very heavy into the satanic stuff. I was into the anti-cosmic current and all that. But now I'm more like I'm more into just piercing the numinous and like the spirit world that's all around us. I guess you could just probably call me a draconian animist or like a left-handed animist. Because I'm very big on symbolism. I love my goats. I love my demons. I love my dragons. This image right here, I wanted to ask you about Nigria Trinitas. Like this black butterfly with the eyes in it. What can you tell me about this one?
Because I read some stuff about Nigra Trinitas, and I was trying to make an icon for myself, to make invocations, to pray, to make rituals, to gather the powers, just for me. I started to create icons because I was studied in Academy of Art, where people was studying icons, how to make icons, the history of iconic art, and I was like, I can create demons in this style. What we have here, Migra, this is very interesting. We have a big dragon like Leviathan, it's eternal snake, eternal serpent. We have Antichrist, we have death, like a skull, we have beast, all in this. And if you will put this painting another side of painting, you can see a face of Jesus that is covered by face of one of the faces of demon from Nigra Trinitas. All is in this universe. I wanted to gather all dark power in one to make laconic icon, to make magic and to use it in my rituals at home.
Well, I asked about the reason why I asked about this is because like I've seen something like that. Not the exact image, not the black butterfly with the eyes and everything, but I've seen something like that. Have you ever seen a fractal or a Mandelbrot set? It's a certain pattern, and you can zoom in and keep zooming in, and there's just more stuff to it. You can just zoom in, and there's a new pattern, and there's a new spiral, and there's a new shapes and things. And the same thing, you can zoom out. So the way I see it is like the devil that we know. There's Pan, there's satyrs, there's the horned goat of Mendes, and then above that there's the great dragon. And then above that, there's the void, and then above that, there's something even more terrifying and alien. It never ends. You can literally just zoom out into, practically infinity. So when I was meditating upon these mysteries, I've seen, stuff like that in my vision. I've seen, devils with a dragon behind it, and with an even larger face behind it, and even larger, terrifying maw, and, alien stuff going on behind that.
Yes, why not? I was trying to put a lot of symbols in one, because we can see the third eye, that is very strong symbol. We can see the fire of Baphomet, because for us the knowledge is very important. Information, knowledge, magic, something that we can use. And actually the Tongal, the evil Tongal, the evil eye, all that we use in black magic when we have need to do this. And actually I wanted to scare common people, like my parents. Oh, you can't draw this. It will put a misfortune for us. Something like this.
There is an element of edginess into it. I mean, the ancient Egyptian temples and the ancient mystery schools, they'd have these gargoyles. They'd have like the sphinxes, you know, with the, you know, the cat, the human-faced cats are like the cat-faced people, and like different statues outside to ward off the profane. It'd be like, oh, that's scary. That's devil shit going on there. That's devil worship shit going on there. I'm not even going to set foot in. Good. We don't want you in here. We don't want you to learn about yourself or anything because because these people are unteachable. So there is an element of alienation, and I think the best form of alienation to all of your would-be enemies or people who would who would try to conspire against you, or anyone who would like mean you harm or anything, the best form of alienation is just to be yourself. Is just to be authentic and just to draw, paint whatever you want to paint out there, and let those who are going to be frightened by whatever, you know, they don't matter. They can fuck off. I love your art. I'm not scared of your art. I think it's very beautiful. Here, what can you tell me about this image right here? This red demon sitting on top of a black pyramid, or like a black ziggurat.
It is a painting that have another pair, Lilith. They go both, but Lilith was sold, and he always remains at my house. I wanted to understand the demonic nature of the feminine aspect and this aspect, man aspect. Yes.
Yeah.
He is a warrior. He killed knights. He is a ruler of death. He is very sexy, and he is very powerful because he is a fire, power of sun, black sun. And I thought about he can be very useful as an icon for love spells or something like this. I think that if I will paint this type of icon, I will explain my desires, and maybe it will help to find someone in real life. When I paint my paintings, I just don't want to explain to people around me what I want in my life, and they just are not interested. So I talking with the paintings, and demons. Every time they're very interesting. They're very interesting symbols.
Yeah. And they're not all the same either. Each one is an individual, just like us. They have their own personalities, their own desires and agendas.
Because in general, they are our emotions.
Yeah.
Our wishes, our desires.
I think that because we're multidimensional beings, these different like archetypes and things like that, these different creatures and shapes, they express through our emotions. So yeah, like in the sense, or like the Jungian psychological sense, where somebody says, oh well, the demons are just like, oh, your unresolved parts, your restless parts of yourself, or the bad parts of yourself. That's your internal like world. But there are entities. There is an external. There are external.
We know that they exist.
And it's like a giant like net. It's like a giant like cosmic orgy, and like everything's like, as Erica Frevel like describes the void, as everything's fucking going into each other. They're going into us. We're going into them. We're tapping in all these different currents, and like all these different currents of power, and things are just going through us and everything. And the average normie is absolutely terrified of that truth. You know, they're terrified of their own shadow. I mean, anything with horns. Oh, anything with horns and a tail. That's Satan. That's scary. You
Yes,
know?
yes, that's right, that's right.
It's not. It doesn't
Because,
scare me. I love demons. I think they're fucking beautiful. Some of them are really fucking cute. But last painting, I promise, and I'll let you go. What's this one right here? This it looks like this guy's making a pact or something, and there's death. There's like a reaper or something
it's all more simple.
to the left. And then there's like a
more
shattered,
simple.
like, is that a screen or like some kind of mirror or something to the right? It's like
Yes.
shattered.
It's me. It's my self-portrait because that year I finished to participate in band Lamia Kulka finally because it was very hard to be with these people, with the guys that are not like me because I believed in this. They didn't. I was very. I worried about. We are not famous. I don't know what's going on with my own life. I put a lot of energy in this band. I wrote a lot of texts. I wrote music. I wrote lyrics. I was trying to explain my vision of music. I wanted to organize concert, but it was so hard that I think I worked most of all. I worked more than everybody in this band. And this year was the death of Amy Winehouse. As for me, she was demonic from my view. She was demonic, and she became like this face with the crescent moon with the tongue.
Yeah.
And this year I wrote about Nigra Trinitas, about Cain, about Samael the Death. This knife is those people that betrayed me. I am full of tattoos. This person is a dark person. This person devoted herself to everything dark. And these demons are like those who inspired me, who helped me, but I am alone only with them, alone with my thoughts, with these demons. And the time is passing by. A little bit banal, but if you will look to it, it's, I think it's interesting. It was a period in my life. And all the text was written from my soul or with my blood. If you understand, I use this word. I didn't wrote the text with my own blood. No, it's just a form to say. Okay.
Very cool.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
think,
not a problem. So, where can we buy your art? You know, is there any way we can support you? How can we help you out? Because I do want to buy one of your paintings, and I want the money to go to you.
You must choose the painting and write to me directly. Because if you will buy on Artfinder, Artfinder will take 40%. It's a politic of the site. But sometimes I sell there. Sometimes. They helped me very much from the beginning. Now I have my personal site, and you can visit it and look and choose and write to me. And we will talk about price, and I have PayPal and no problem.
Awesome. Is there any other sites that you sell on?
Yes, yes. I will send you some links.
I found the Art Finder and Society 6. I was gonna order from whichever one is better for you.
Nothing, because I told you.
Because they take percentage.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have the Lilith prints?
Yes. But
with the devil bursting out of her chest, the rose, that is so good.
what kind of print?
It's Lilith with a devil bursting out of her chest with a rose. It's got the owl on her shoulder.
Oh yes. I have no prints because I have no photo. It's in my house. It happened like this. It's a pity, but I must make a photo to make prints for sale. I must to find someone who will make a photo, and we will start to sell also the prints of this painting.
Absolutely beautiful. So if we get in touch with you personally, we could talk prices and then go from there.
You can write me here. As for me, it will be better for me, because when someone wants to buy my painting, they have no my contacts. They see on Art Finder and they deal with Art Finder, for example. And after that, all is automatically. I must sell this painting, and they make all documents. I make documents, but they have they give me guarantees, but they take lots of percents. They take 45%. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'd rather just deal with you, and I'm sure everyone who wants to support, your art would rather deal with you personally. So.
Yes, it will be very good.
Cool. Thanks for coming on, Fosco.
Yes, but it was very, very, very nice to talk with you. You are really sympathetic persons. I am very glad to. I was had that possibility to talk. It's not all every day, It not happens every day.
Right.
And you, the name. Okay.
My name is Joseph.
Okay. Joseph, you are particular because I didn't saw your photos, and then I was surprised. Where he looks like a Muslim.
Yeah, that's part of my past for sure. So.
Yes, also, Cody, you are not like in your avatar photo. You look more better. When I saw you today in Facebook video call, yes, you are quite another kind of person. Photo doesn't show nothing.
Yeah, he just looks like a silly white boy.
Irish lad.
Yeah, Americans are like this. They talking to you.
No, he's way more than average. Yeah, his photo doesn't do him any justice. He's way more than average intelligence and everything else. So very endeared to the gentleman. But, yeah, thanks for coming on, Fosco. You're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We'll stay in contact.
Yes, keep in touch. Bye. Good night for me.
All right, you have a good one now. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this means. You take care now and have a good evening.
Thank you very much. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Твой мир, твой мир, твой мир, твой мир.
Сгорели перья, но не крылья, сгорели свечи, но не пламя. Принимаю решение, убиваю все, я рыдаю. Больше не смей просить прощения. Помни слова, что в слезах говорила я. Было так больно умирать, видеть, как двое станут одинокими. Разве хотела я поступать жестоко? Посмотри, мир так пуст снова. Что ж наделал ты? Почему словно заколдованное зеркало разбило? Я больше не могу, прости, мне нужно уходить. Ухожу на полусогнутых, меня прибило к земле. А говорят, забей, ничего ты не исправишь. Ты сама прекрасно знаешь. Я буду каждую секунду думать о тебе. Кто меня звал, кто меня гнал, но вместе быть больше нельзя нам. Я буду каждую секунду думать о тебе. Кто меня звал, кто меня гнал, но вместе быть больше нельзя нам. Думай обо мне и обретешь меня. Память сохрани, к несчастью, это жизнь. Я такая же останусь. Обещаю, не поправлюсь. Больно так, я не могу сказать прощай тебе, потому говорю, увидимся в лучшем мире. Может быть, за чертой могилы, потому что моя любовь слишком сильная. Здесь ты знаешь сам, как было, как горели наши крылья, наши мечты. Я и ты, 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 я и ты. Я буду каждую секунду думать о тебе. Кто меня звал, кто меня гнал, но вместе быть больше нельзя нам. Я буду каждую секунду думать о тебе. Кто меня звал, кто меня гнал, но вместе быть больше нельзя нам. Я буду каждую секунду думать о тебе. Кто меня звал, кто меня гнал, но вместе быть больше нельзя нам. Что такое? Что такое? Как сгорело все живое. Что такое? Что такое? Как сгорело все живое. Я буду, я буду, я буду, я буду, я буду, я буду каждую секунду думать о тебе. Кто меня звал, кто меня гнал, но вместе быть больше нельзя нам. Я буду каждую секунду думать о тебе. Кто меня звал, кто меня гнал, но вместе